be the Commanding General of the 101st Airborne Division Air Assault, Fort Campbell, and Division Command Sergeant Major Brian Barker, we would like to thank each of you for your attendance today as we give a Screaming Eagle recognition to the returning veterans here, particularly to the veterans of the Battle of Dong Apia, the Battle of Hamburger Hill on its 50th anniversary. At this time, we would like to extend a sincere welcome to our distinguished guests and the family members of our returning veterans. We'd also like to thank the National Rock Song Association for their continued support of these Hamburger Hill Week events this week. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the invocation delivered by Chaplin Prayer.
Let us pray. Holy and gracious God, we are indebted to the service and sacrifice of these dedicated and valorous men before us today, who many of them during this week 50 years ago fought in one of the most casualty-stricken battles of the Vietnam War. At this point in our country's history, these men were called in or drafted by their nation to fight against a well-fortified and dug-in communist regime when war and conflict were not a popular topic among Americans in that day. After coming home from their call to duty, the slander and shame from the American people for doing only what was asked of them as soldiers couldn't have been more apparent. But today, gracious God, we do the exact opposite. We are giving these fine men of valor the proper welcome home ceremony they so rightfully deserve and should have received 50 years ago but never did. This welcome home is Iron Rock-a-Son style, with grateful and generous hearts full of unwavering respect for those muddy, jungle-trodden boots that have gone before us. We honor you through honoring them this day and every day. We call ourselves Iron Rock-a-Sons. As the living, breathing legacy of these men, we invoke your presence here with us today as we all say, welcome home. This I pray in your Son's most precious name. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. And now the Honorary Colonel of the 187th Infantry Regiment, Lieutenant General Retired Frank Kaczynski.
I have had the honor to stand here as the acting commander of Fort Campbell many times right here on this stage and welcome home thousands and thousands of Screaming Eagles. No welcome home ceremony to me is more honorable or humble to be standing here before you. I myself have returned every time from a combat deployment to cheering crowds, parades, and a gracious country. You never received that. At a time when you fought for your nation, we unfortunately allowed a fringe of our society to become a mob and to treat the very treasure of our nation with scorn. And we allowed that to happen. I and a few others in this room remember those times. They were dark and sad times in America. We allowed anger and frustration to be taken out on our very best. When I think of you, I think of a Shakespeare play, Henry V. And why I remember this, I have no idea. But I remember that Henry was surrounded with his soldiers at Agincourt, and his cousin had said to him, Cousin Westmoreland said to him, if only he had many men more. And Henry turned to them and said, no, not one man more, let no other man share this with us. For any man who shares his blood with me today shall be my brother for life. And any man who lives through this day, on the anniversary of this day, he will step a tiptoe higher and stand higher than any other man. And gentlemen now back in England, asleep in their beds, will one day feel themselves cursed and hold their manhood's cheek that they did not stand with you. Today you stand strong. And every day from this day, you will all stand strong again. Because of you, when 9/11 happened, this same brigade was the 1st Army Brigade deployed into combat to defend our nation. I knew then that we would defeat them because we had something that they didn't have. We had you. We had you as our combat multiplier, as our strength, as our courage, as our example of valor. No man in the Rakasans, no man, no woman in the Rakasans would ever embellish the legacy that you provided for us. You provided us the leverage to win and to have the courage to continue to go on. Your families, your friends, today and forevermore, want to say welcome home. But more importantly, from a grateful nation, from the 101st Screaming Eagles, from our Rakasans, understand this: you are not alone out there. Your friends who did not return are here. You can feel them. They're here in ghostly assemblage, and they have their arms around you. In a few days, several of you will return to Vietnam and to Dang Nga Bi. Remember, draw peace and strength from them. Heal. And remember, this is a grateful nation. Gentlemen from Korea, Vietnam, and especially from Hamburger Hill, welcome home.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the Screaming Eagle song and the Army song.
Free.
respectful of the veterans and their families while taking pictures and moving out of the hangar. Thank you for your support. Let's give one more round of applause.